When you think of the experience of coming into a place that is really carefully thought out and well designed, that has more than, just a pleasant environment, that shows innovation and thought, it's so much more exciting.
There's a level of energy to the way the water's integrated as a simple floating plane. And there's not a lot of distinction between what's indoors and what's outdoors. And I think that's about a simple treatment of both spaces. This stands out for the energy and the simplicity of the spaces.
What we liked about the Ritz-Carlton in Beijing, which will be open for the Olympics, is its fusion of this neoclassical, traditional softness with bold Chinese elements that give it its sense of place and a sense of location without losing its comfort.
Mystique, the small hotel category resort that we voted on, we felt integrated itself beautifully into the landscape of Santorini.
It looks romantic. It looks like a place you'd go and not meet too many people. It would be a great place to just escape.
Hovering in this very interesting zone between being in a 21st century hotel, in an efficient, hotel where you can in fact do business or can, hang out or relax, whatever it is, and at the same time you're steeped in history and in the power of place.
The new museum by Sana is very exciting building to me. I think it's a much needed and much welcome building in New York. I think it's a bold place to have it, and so I think it's a win-win situation for everybody.
I think it's fascinating that Beijing's Olympic initiative is in fact, based on elevating the entire event to a kind of artistic, cultural event. And that building in particular is just a kind of fantastic, harmonious, musical, symphonic work.
The sculpture park in Seattle we found rather intriguing. It's a great use of the shoreline and the railroad yards.
But in the way that they've designed it, the site corresponds and works with the contouring of the land. And so you're viewing sculpture from above, from below, and within. And so it just gives the viewer a very unique way of engaging and interacting with some of the world's best art.
Zaha's smoothly sculpted, almost ice cap-like stations are the arrival point at the top of the Alps, and they absolutely stunningly capture the landscape and the environment for which they're built.
Philippe Starck has, I think, represented innovation and change for so many years in design, and so I think it's got Philippe Starck's wit and it's got his sense of playfulness, and it puts it on the bigger scale. And when you're at the table, it's really about the food and the meal and the service and the person you're dining with.
What we liked about this shop was that it was so very restrained, that the color palettes were very subdued, and that of course the jewelry would then really shine.
A brand that's very well known, that stands for high craft and high quality, beginning to use unique materials and unique construction assemblies to make a bag that is very high performance. I find that very intriguing.
What's always been amazing about Apple from day one was that the interface is a kind of architectural landscape in my mind. It's always been spatial, and to bring that to this kind of device is quite fantastic.
One of the things we liked about this camera was the fact that if you're traveling, it's smaller than a cigarette pack and can fit easily in your pocket.
And as an object, it just feels like it has a nice quality to it.
I love the weight of it. It's weightless. Essentially, very, very functional and fun to wear.
Craftsmanship, workmanship, beautiful detailing, and just puts it into a very elegant package.
Design helps organize the world and helps make it more interesting and easy to navigate. Design is key to the travel experience.